Hello and welcome to Bodyweight Calisthenics, a YouTube channel dedicated to my personal bodyweight calisthenics journey, which has just begun. You're actually joining me at week 1. It's November 2022 and I'm 55 and rather flabby. And if you want to see how it's all going, head over to my channel. And if you're not watching this in November 2022, we might be some weeks or months down the line and things might have changed. So again, if you want to see how my body's transformed through bodyweight and calisthenics, head over to my YouTube channel. So I'm not in the gym today because I want to record some thoughts and share some ideas with you around motivation, because motivation is going to be key in me continuing with this journey over the medium to long term. So what I've just done is I've just sat down in my kitchen and done what is known as a first thoughts exercise. Now this used to be called a brainstorm, but you're not supposed to call them brainstorms anymore. But what I did was I wrote down on a piece of paper with a marker pen all the things that motivate me as to why I'm doing a bodyweight calisthenics routine. And I've written them all down on this piece of paper and I've called it What Are Your Whys? And indeed that's the title of this video, because it's really important for me to understand the reasons why I'm doing this. And if you're embarking on any journey, transformation, it's important that you understand your personal whys. So these are my whys, why I'm doing my bodyweight calisthenics journey, but your whys will be personal to you. But your whys might mirror some of my whys. So I'm going to share these with you. They might resonate and you're very welcome to take these away. I'm going to put these on the wall of my gym and I'm hoping that it will encourage me to get out there and do my workout. I've also transferred that into a list and I'm going to share these with you. I'm going to kind of expose myself in a way because some of these are really quite personal as to why I'm getting involved in bodyweight and calisthenics at the age of 55. Now the thing to do when you're writing these down, in my opinion, is not just to write the very basics down. If you write one down, for example, to get fitter, ask yourself why. So if you write to get fitter down, then ask yourself, why do I want to get fitter? And that will come up with another answer. And then ask yourself, why is that the case? By doing that, you're going to get deeper and deeper into the root cause, the root reasons as to why you want to do it. And it's by having a very clear understanding of your own personal motivations. When you refer back to it, it will spur you on to get out there and get into the gym. I've got to leave this lovely warm house and go out to my garage to do that on my own in probably some very cold and wet days ahead. So I have got this to refer back to. I'll probably also keep one of these in the house because if you think about it, if I've got to go over to the garage to read it, it's self-defeating. So I'll keep one of those to hand. I could even put that on my phone as a photograph and have a look at it every time I need to. Anyway, without further ado, as they say, I'm going to get on with now sharing my personal whys with you. I would love it if you join me on this journey, possibly even start your own calisthenics bodyweight routine so that we can create a community together. One of my whys is why am I doing YouTube? And one of the reasons for that is because I want you, my audience, my subscribers, my community to hold me to account and motivate me. Anyway, I need my glasses to read these. The first of my reasons why is, I should say, because I've reached the menopause. It's not just women that go through changes. I'm 55 and I have noticed recently, in fact more than recently, over the last 18 months or so, that my energy levels have dropped, my libido has dropped, my strength is dropping, my energy levels are just dropping through the floor and I'm feeling quite lethargic, and you kind of start to feel that you're losing the will to live almost sometimes. So I'm hoping that by getting into some kind of energy routine, exercise routine I should say, that's my brain going because of the menopause, then I will get back on track. because doing exercise will grow my muscle mass, which will cause my body to create more hormones like testosterone, which will reverse or slow down the aging process. So that's number 1 on my list, the menopause. Number 2 on my list is because I'm going to get fitter and stronger, I will be active now, but also active later into my slightly later middle age and a young old age. So it's about being active now. I'm not just doing this for some unknown random date in the future. I want to do this to be motivated now, to be active now. So I believe that by doing this, it will affect my current lifestyle, not just my future lifestyle. Number 3 on my list, self-confidence and self-esteem. I've noticed that my body is starting to get flabbier. I'm losing body condition. When I wake up in the morning, I'm aching, I'm having to stretch, which is probably not a bad thing. And it does affect my confidence because it makes me feel like I'm actually getting older when I look in the mirror. So by getting fitter and stronger and bigger and having better posture, I hope that that will give me more self-confidence and a better self-esteem. That's important because I'm about to embark or reignite a career which I was involved with. Now, my career is on hold at the moment simply because I've got a poorly dog down here which requires my care. He's sat here down to the left of me. I'll put a picture of him on the film here. But at the moment, I'm kind of stuck at home looking after that dog. But when he goes, as sadly he will inevitably, I want to get out there and get back into my acting career. So I need self-confidence and my self-esteem to be back up again. I apologise for the background noise. The farmer's just decided to cut his hedges, so we're going to have to cope with that, and hopefully the microphone will hear me and not that. Number 4 is mental health. Holistically, the body as one, by being fit and by having better self-confidence and better self-esteem and feeling alive and feeling as if I've got a future, it will positively impact my mental health. It will also give me something to do, a project at home that I can do whilst I'm caring for that dog, which again will make me feel a productive human, which will positively impact my mental health. Number 6 is quite an emotive one for me. It's quite a powerful one. We had a godson who sadly, tragically died at the age of 29 from cancer. He'd love to be able to do this, as so many other people would who no longer can. So I'm doing this in honour of Tom and in honour of those who no longer can. That's quite a powerful motivation for me. And when you think of it in those terms, getting out there and doing some exercise and really living life every day to the full, to the max, is not even optional. It's my duty and my privilege to get on with it and do it. Number 7, physical health. Clearly, it's pretty obvious really that by doing an exercise routine, providing I do it in a controlled, measured way, and I do my warm-ups and my warm-downs, and I don't overdo it, my physical health is going to improve. My fitness will improve, my muscle mass will improve. I'll become fitter and my body will be able to resist disease as I go slowly, gracefully into my late middle age. Number 8 is for a friend of mine called Charles, who is obese, and he's on an obesity weight loss journey. And I have an agreement with him that if he carries on with his weight loss journey, I will carry on with my bodyweight calisthenics journey. So that's a tip really, is to share your journey with someone else and share it with a friend or a support. Yeah. Number 9, monetize. Now I have a gardening channel on YouTube which is monetized and which pays me some money. So this will be my second channel. And because I'm stuck at home, I have to find an income which is home-based. I'm stuck at home because of my dog. That's why I created my gardening channel and got it monetized, and it's paying me a little bit of money every month. I love that dog. I don't want to be sat here thinking I can't wait for him to die. So I'm trying to be productive and creative and do something which I can do alongside caring for the dog. And it seems funny that I've dedicated my life to a dog. And of course I do have some life outside of the house, but I don't mind because I love the little thing, and he's been around for 15 years and I hope he stays around a few more years. So for Charles, and to monetize. Another one here, number 10 on my list, is quite a strange one really, but by doing an exercise routine, it allows me to eat what I want, and I love food. So it's about kind of a yin and yang in a way. In fact, a calorie surplus is a necessity when you're doing bodybuilding, and in fact I've put that in one of my top 10 rules. I did a video on 10 simple rules for beginners for bodyweight and calisthenics, and one of them is you can't do it on a calorie deficit. You can't do it while you're trying to slim. You've got to have a calorie surplus. For me, it's a big motivating factor. If I go out to my gym every other day and do bodyweight and calisthenics, and then if I mix it up with some activity on the rest days, I can eat what I want. And isn't that wonderful? Because I love eating. So there we go. Number 11. Curiously, I'm interested in this idea of whether I can get paid to work out. If I can monetize my channel and get paid, I'm actually getting paid to go and work out. And that's interesting because I've always paid to be a member of a gym. So it will be interesting and curious and refreshing for me if I can actually go out to my garage, do my workouts, make videos, share them with people, and hopefully people will get some benefit from them, and I'll get paid. It's a win-win-win. The next one on my list is, I've just glanced at it, posture. You know, by being fitter and stronger and having better tone and better muscle, it might make my posture better. And also linked in with that, I've always had this idea that because I'm tall and slim, effectively tall, skinny, 12 stone weakling, that my body doesn't respond to resistance. I won't grow muscle. But I've never actually tested that theory. I've always made that assumption. It's been a self-limiting belief. So by doing this, I'm actually going to test that assumption and see. And I suspect that my assumption will be wrong, because why should my body be any different to any others? And if you want to see how my body is responding to bodyweight and calisthenics, do go and have a look at my channel, because as I've already said, we might be some months down the line. I have built my own homemade bodyweight gym, which includes a pull-up bar, a dips bar, a box for doing inclined press-ups. And if you want to see a video on that, there is a video on my channel. I'll put a link at the end of this one. It's great that you can actually set up your own gym. I made that gym out of old timber that was lying around the garage. And it's quite Heath Robinson, but it's going to work. I know it's going to work. The final one on my list is essentially, why am I doing it on YouTube? And I've already mentioned that I'm doing it on YouTube, hopefully to monetize, so that I can make some money from home whilst I'm looking after my dog. But there's another good reason why I'm doing it on YouTube, because I believe that one of the things that will really motivate me is by having an audience which holds me to account. By doing this, it puts a little bit of pressure on me to keep going out there and keep doing the results, so that the audience and subscribers can see it. And if you share your goals and you share your work with people who are supportive, it will motivate me. So that's the next one on my list. So those are my motivations. I'd love to know what your motivations are. If you've got anything that I've not already said, please do share in the comments box below this video. If you've got any which are the same as mine and you share my motivations, again, please do comment below. I'd love to hear from you. So that's it, my motivations. What are my whys? What are your whys? It's time for me to do a video on my workout, which I've not actually done yet. This is the foundations to my channel. The journey's only just beginning. It's day one, week one. These are my motivations. The next video you see from me will be my workout, which is going to be a day one full body workout. I'm going to start off exercising my whole body just to stimulate the muscle growth, and then I'll start dividing it up into sections at some point in the near future. I hope you've enjoyed that, and I hope it's been interesting and useful and informative. Please do hit the like button, and again, I know I'm repeating myself, but please do join me on my new bodyweight calisthenics journey, and I'll see you soon.